happened? Today, we're testing out some more viral air fryer recipes that I found on the internet, and every single one of these looks delicious. One in specific I included because everyone tagged me in it on TikTok. All of you. Every single one of you that has TikTok has tagged me in that video. So clearly we need to be making it. You knew it, I knew it. And if you love air fryer recipes, either just watching or making in general, I will link the playlist to all the other air fryer recipes that we've tested at the end of the video. And we are gonna start with breakfast. I always feel like we need to start with breakfast. And this is basically like a breakfast sandwich turned into a pocket, but made with biscuit. It looks so good. And so the first thing we need to do is make scrambled eggs. I love a good creamy scrambled egg. My Oma made like the best scrambled eggs ever. They were so good. And I've never been able to replicate them. I do my best though. And I'm having the recipe because it's just Chris and I right now. So I guess come on over here and watch me make scrambled eggs. Just like zone out when you're cooking. Just realized this is probably just ASMR of me cooking eggs. Ta-da! Okay, I undercooked it just very, very slightly because obviously it's gonna cook in the air fryer. And I don't want rock solid scrambled eggs. You can go to a hotel for that. Ooh, missed a step. I didn't reserve any of the egg for an egg wash. That's fine, I'll get another one. Next up, we're gonna slice up some cheese to go around, you know, the eggs. I don't want it to be too thick, but I just realized that's probably too thin. How about that? I'm trying to do larger slices in case you're all like, why don't you just turn it on the side? I was trying to do larger slices so that it would sit and kind of prevent the eggs from seeping through. It was my goal, instead of putting a bunch of little dominoes in there, you know? My knife skills, I tell you what, they are not it. There we go. Nope, just I lied to your face. I was also thinking shredded would be good, but again, I'm trying to prevent the eggs from making the dough really mushy. But she warned, she cautioned against making the cheese too thick, because then it's hard to, it'll explode, like bad things will happen. Now we go on to biscuit. That scared me so much more than it should have. And I wasn't expecting, I didn't even do, you saw me. I'm innocent in this. I didn't do anything. It was unacceptable. I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything to deserve that. Rude. Now I think I'm supposed to split these in half. Is that right? Yes. Split it down the middle. And then we're going to flatten it out a little bit. I'm gonna bring you a little closer. You're too far away. Coming close. Really see the mediocre job I'm doing. Stretch it out without overstretching it. You know I'm going to. You know I'm going to. It's great. I'm doing awesome. Perfectly reasonable. Do you see this? Reasonable. Now we need to make this guy match. Then we need a little spoon. Scoop up some of the eggs here into the middle. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at me. A little breakfast pocket. That's so much work. I don't even know. I feel like this wouldn't be very good if you did this in advance, right? That'd be bad. Next one. Come on. Middle, 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 middle. Why was that other guy so easy? Why are you being difficult? Ooh, you know what else would be good in here? Spinach. Spinach would be good in here. Get that little guy right there. Oh my gosh, this is forever taking. Some things in the kitchen, I have all of the patience in the world for. And I will sit there and I will do it because I am motivated. Motivated by food. And then some things are so repetitive, I want to poke my own eyes out. Now this is redeeming itself because the dough is squishy and kind of fun, but normally things like this, I can't do it. Can't do it. I feel like you need to eat like 12 of these in order to feel any kind of full. Also, can we all appreciate that I took the time to cut them into like lengthwise when they're so small that I could have cut them the other way. Yeah. I'll do the last one and I won't put cheese on the top. I won't like sandwich it in. Maybe I'll do some spinach. I think I have some. I didn't know how much I could fit in here. One leaf. They're thin. All right. Beautiful. I'll do the rest of these later, but I think I can only fit 4 into my air fryer. Okay, 330 for 10 to 12 minutes. Oh, I have to do the egg wash. Yeah, can't forget that. Oh, we have to put garlic powder into this. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. Garlic powder is being weirdly super clumpy. So I'm gonna finish coating these and then I'm gonna put it in the air fryer at 330 for 10 to 12 minutes. And in case you're new here and you're like, where's your air fryer? It's in the basement. We leave it in the dungeon because it is aggressively loud. And we have small humans that sleep here. And what I don't need is them to be woken up by a loud, like you can hear it from up here. It's wild. Why do they need to be so loud? I don't know. What attention do they need? I don't get it. For me, I'm an air fryer. I can fry things from there. Okay, off to the air fryer. And now we're gonna go on to an adorable recipe. And these are like mashed potato puffs, like little balls of mashed potatoes, and they're like coated in garlic butter. You can't tell me that would not be absolutely amazing. But what they did in the video was, you know, clearly making mashed potatoes. But I thought this is a brilliant way to like mix it up when you have leftover mashed potatoes, which I have right now. And I wanna see if it's gonna work. So I mashed it, ta-da, half the recipe's already done. And now I need to mash in some cornstarch. The question is this gonna be a good vessel for mashing? Yes, yes it is. The only obvious downside to this being that I don't know how much potato I have mashed, because in the recipe they call for 2 potatoes, or as my nieces call it, potatoes. How many potatoes are in here? Now I am gonna add the seasonings that they recommended, which is onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. I just don't know the amounts to put in, so start with that. That's some good mashing. I don't know if I would go out of my way to make this recipe with fresh mashed potatoes, but I would 100% do it with already pre-made mashed potatoes. And then we're gonna add in some cornstarch until it forms what she says is like a dough. I want a dough to form here. Start with that. Do you hear that? It's done. Hey, honestly, I hear you. Okay, hang on. So I have them here. They went in for 8 minutes. Look at these. Look how delicious those look. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They're still boiling hot. But I brought up air fryer number 2 because I don't know if you know this, but every time I do an air fryer recipes video, I borrow Lowe's air fryer because then we can like 1, 2, things need to cool, I need to clean. It's just, you know, it's like, it's a better system. I don't actually own 2 air fryers. Get that nice and sprayed down, no sticking. And then I also added more cornstarch to them, and I feel like this is like a good consistency. How big do I need to make these? Roll into balls. Helpful. I'm gonna make them this big. Little bite-sized guys. This is what I saw in the video anyway. Oh, they're so cute. There's no one here today either. I have no one to talk to. I mean, obviously we're chatting, but I can't hear you. I can read the comments after. Love doing that. Like my sister's not here, Lo isn't here, B isn't here, Dib's not here, my mother-in-law's not here, my parents aren't here, Chris is on a call, children are at school, the other one's napping. Just out here all alone making mashed potato balls. Puffs, sorry. I don't want to overcrowd, but I also don't want just like a, you know, a small number of them. They're not gonna like puff up or anything. As long as they have room, like breathing room, you know? That's what I'm thinking, breathing room. Them out to the edges a little bit there. These are gonna go in the air fryer at, they said Celsius. It's 200 degrees Celsius, which I haven't done the conversions yet, but I'll put it on the screen. And it's so funny to me every single time I come across it because I know Celsius. I use Celsius for looking at the temperature outside. Like I know it, but cooking is always in Fahrenheit and I don't know what it is. The only time I know Fahrenheit is for temperatures in an oven or degrees in a pool. Those are the Canadian rules, I don't make them up. We use kilometers instead of miles, but feet for measuring height. I have like just the tiniest bit of mashed potato left and I'm trying to see if I can just stick it in there. Get them in. And I'm just like grabbing all the mashed potatoes out here because every time I hit it on the side, I can hear my son like moving around upstairs and I don't want him to wake up. I'm not ready to lose naps yet. I would like to hold on to those as long as humanly possible. Oh, come on. I can get one more in here, right? Just get them in right there. Yeah, plenty of room. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna give them a good spray and into the air fryer, and basically it's 15 to 20 minutes, but you have to like shake them frequently. Okay, are these good? Yeah, no, these are good. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. This is a spinach one. Wow, look at me go. That was the one that held together the most. The ratio feels off. I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it needs more cheese. I'm gonna open up the cheesy one. Oh my gosh, they look incredible. Oh, so delicious. Okay. No, you know what this needs? This needs a stronger cheese. Don't get me wrong, this is delicious. I should start with that. This is very tasty because it is biscuits, it's eggs, and it's cheese. It's delicious. However, if I was going to make it again, what I would recommend is to do like a sharp cheddar or some sort of really aggressive cheese, because I feel like that would balance with everything, because the biscuit really pulls forward. Like that's what you're predominantly getting, and like a little bit of egg. I needed to put more salt on my eggs. I mean, that's just par for the course. And definitely more garlic in the egg wash. I forgot to sprinkle some on top after, so I would do that next time. But honestly, these are delicious. Now they're a lot more work than just serving scrambled eggs and biscuits. However, they're fun. They're delicious. If you wanted to wake up early and make them for your children in the morning and for yourself before work, they'd be great. These would be fantastic with some like sliced ham, delicious. Sharp cheddar, amazing. I love the scrambled eggs in there. I'm glad I mildly undercooked them because they're not overcooked in here. Spinach didn't do much for me, to be honest. I was kind of hoping for more. What else would be good in here? A sauteed mushroom or something. Anything that you want to put into like an omelet, I can imagine would be really good in here. These are delicious though. They're so delicious. I turned one off. I need to go shake the potatoes. Okay, so the potatoes. So they did form, they formed. Are they balls? No, they're not. So now I'm gonna drizzle it with some melted butter and garlic that I didn't not burn myself on. We're just gonna drizzle it on top until it's nice and coated, and then you wanna serve immediately. That's really good. That's really good. Bringing this back over. Yeah, that's so good. Christopher, I did a thing. I'm sorry you missed the breakfast sandwiches. I ate them.
That's fair.
But I do have potatoes. Now, were they supposed to be round? Yes.
What do you have?
Potatoes. Potato.
Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. It says put them in a stew.
You're too far away.
It's wrong.
What? Boil and mash and put them in a what?
Put them in a stew. It should be stick. I like
Boil
the shirt duck. Stick them in a stew.
All right.
So what you got there?
So it's the mashed potatoes in butter. I needed more cornstarch. That was my downfall. I thought it was doughy enough and it was not doughy enough. Also, obviously these have like butter and, you know, milk and stuff in there.
Almost nothing of that needs to change. Almost nothing.
Listen, that's why the butter's there. I put the butter on the side. You can dip it.
11 out of 10.
They're so good. I mean, if you're gonna have leftover mashed potatoes, this is 100% the way to go. Red's hot, of course.
I will make more mashed potatoes than we need so that we can make these, which are better. It just keeps getting better.
They are so good, so good. Because leftover mashed potatoes, I mean, you can make them work for sure.
Oh, they're good. Well, pan fried in butter?
Well, yeah, of course. Like if you pan fry them and you break up the crispy bits, that's really good. But these, I feel like this is a winner. This is a winner right here.
Worth making mashed potatoes on their own, to not have mashed potatoes, but then to make these. These are fantastic.
And that's what the girl did. And I was like, oh, she just made mashed potatoes just for this.
Yep.
Now I get it. She made mashed potatoes for this.
So hot sauce, great. On their own, great. Crumbled bacon and cheese,
What if-
incredible.
Wait, hold on. My brain. What if, you don't like sour cream, but like a sour cream dip with some parsley and stuff? And the bacon, obviously the bacon. Like just made a, whatever you put on top of.
Like a baked potato?
Yeah.
I mean, you could make this into a bowl, kind of. Almost like a layered
But then you lose
bowl.
the crispiness. You need to have that, you need to like, this is like a serve right away.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I keep trying to like make these better, but genuinely I don't think you can. They're just incredible. A little bit of like the flaky Maldon salt, so good.
You could do feta and chives on there, it'd be incredible. You could do ranch sauce, drizzled over top. Oh no, like a dill sauce, like a creamy dill. These are so good.
These are so amazing. You know what? I would really want these. I would pre-make them and have them ready to go in the air fryer, and then I would put them in the air fryer after the bar.
Say that, as though either of us have been.
But that's what I would have wanted
in some time.
The club is so different now. Did you know that Dibs said that they had movies playing at the club? I know.
Why?
I don't know. Why weren't you dancing? Tell me, Gen Z out there, can you explain the bar to me?
Stay home and watch a movie.
Which is what I frequently did.
I mean, it's a good option.
It is a good option. So anyway, these are
really
delicious
good.
and I'm really excited about them.
Yeah, there's one for the road, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, you got to. Maybe two. Who's to say?
If you insist.
Yeah, well.
More Franks. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. This is so good. You need to make this one. Now I want to make something that has been on my to make list for a really long time and I haven't found the occasion to do it. And I wanted to explain to you, I made a blunder. I made a whoopsie daisy, a little bit of a mistake, if you will. I was so excited about this recipe that I threw it in to all of my air fryer recipes. If you don't know this about me already, I'm very organized. And I left it there until now. And now, looking through, I'm realizing that it's not technically an air fry recipe that I found. It was an oven. However, now I'm gonna try it in the air fryer. Yeah, that looks amazing. It's honey toast. And it's very straightforward. You need a brioche bread of some description. I had some already that was like pre-cut, but obviously it'd be better if you had some that wasn't, because then you can make it really thick. And then you need butter and brown sugar. And this is 3 tablespoons and 1/8 of a cup of brown sugar, just because I'm only doing 2 pieces of bread. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Rachel, there is no honey in that. I know, give it a minute. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a smoosh, then we're adding in some honey. Get that in there. Delicious. This feels like it's gonna be very, very sweet, which is kind of the point, I guess. And then the recipe also calls for salt, but I'm not putting in salt because I have salted butter. But if you're using unsalted butter, then you should put in some salt. And then you just coat every inch of the bread with this concoction. Do the sides, the top, the back. I've been playing too much with that Rubik's Cube thing. If you missed that video, it's on the other channel, I think. It's a really good, it's like an electronic Rubik's Cube and it has like tutorials and stuff. It's awesome. Anyway, now every time I look at this, I keep thinking of the faces of a Rubik's Cube. This looks amazing and this is super fun. Now this goes into an oven. And the oven is set for, it says this is a 356 oven. Okay, got it. It's 180 Celsius. I was like, why 356? That's so specific. They sit for 10 minutes. Okay, flip it halfway through. Got it. Convert oven recipe to air fryer. Okay, so apparently the traditional conversion is to reduce the temperature by 25 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit and reduce the cook time by about 20%. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna finish this up and stick these in the air fryer and hope for the best. So now I went to the recipe that we all knew that I needed to try, and that is air fried burrata. If you don't know this already, I am a big lover of burrata. It's so good, but I didn't think to put it in an air fryer. That's not something that I'd considered, and maybe that's delicious. Maybe I'm missing out. So if you tag me, thank you, because we need to try this. So first thing we need to do, I've never done this before, my hands are clean. We need to take the burrata very carefully. Oh, this is so weird. And now dry it off. So gentle. Be nice to me, burrata. Again, I'm trying to be so genteel. Oh, it feels still wet. How does one fully pat dry a burrata? It's like every time I roll it over, it feels like it's still wet. I feel like that ruins it, you know? Guess I must work quickly. This feels so weird. Oh, I forgot. I need to whisk this egg. That would have ended poorly. Fully powdered. Shake off the excess into the egg mixture. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. My cheese, my beautiful cheese. This is where I'm very glad that I don't have nails. And into the breadcrumbs. Delicious. Sprinkle, sprinkle, as they say. Trying to get into all the little nooks and crannies. Okay, that looks good. Hand washing. Okay, now air fryer. To spray this aggressively. Probably too much. I don't care. Then we need to air fry this 400 for 8 to 10 minutes. I, of course, I'm gonna err on the side of caution because if this ruins my burrata, I might cry. Okay, be right back. All right, burrata is on and the honey toast is done. And it's pretty crunchy. I think that the original recipe had a thing going with how thick the bread is. I think that's important because this, while sweet and good, I wouldn't want to eat a ton of this. You don't even get the bread. This with whipped cream, that would be unbelievable. I mean, don't get me wrong, my kids will probably really like this, but you definitely need a thicker slice of brioche. That is crucial. Is that done, Chris? Is that done? I put it in for 1 minute less than it needed.
It's ruined.
Oh no! What happened? Oh, I can't even look at it. I'm so mad. What happened? Don't do this. And you know why? Because burrata's expensive. And if this happens to it, where the breadcrumbs aren't crunchy and the cheese is gooed out and is like completely, like, it's such a waste. Now, maybe it needed parchment paper on it. I just feel like this is not a gamble that's worth doing when burrata on its own with tons of flaky sea salt and pepper and olive oil is just chef kiss amazing. Can you tell how angry I am? I can't even look at it, I'm so mad. It's okay, I'm fine now. I mean, I'm not fine. I'm just disappointed. What a mom thing to say. Okay, switching gears. I came across something that is very seasonal given that it is Easter, or sorry, the lead up to Easter. Currently Lent, and I'm pretty sure I've done this before. Like, this feels familiar, but I don't think I've tried different versions of this. And it's taking a Cadbury cream egg and then wrapping it in some sort of like a pastry and air frying it. That could be good. Like, I've tried this in the freezer, and I find in the freezer, if you didn't know, if you freeze this or even put it in the fridge, it's so much better than just on its own. It makes it 10 times better. I can't explain it. Also, if you cut it into like little slivers, oh, so good. I wanted to try just a bunch of stuff. What happens if I wrap a whole bunch of stuff in like a phyllo pastry? Is it good? Is it bad? I don't remember. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of stuff. I have one of those bunnies. I have the cream egg. I have another Lindt egg, and I have mini eggs. I don't know what's gonna work. I don't know what's gonna be delicious. Maybe none, maybe all. I don't know what you need to try. So I have my pastry. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just kind of like wrap it. Yeah, I think you just wrap it and then you egg wash it. This seems pretty straightforward. I could do that. I wanna make sure this is fully covered because I don't want it to explode. That would be great. I would love that for me. I mean, she's not cute, but she's covered. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit more. There we go. Bunny, what happens when you're covered? I feel like I'm wrapping a present. The mini eggs, this is gonna be interesting. I wonder, what would it be like if I wrapped 2 of them together? Is that better? No idea. We're going rogue at this point. All right, I'm gonna put an egg wash on these, and then we'll be right back. Which one do you think is gonna explode first? That's the real question. Okay, they all came out, and I think only the mini eggs exploded. Christopher, look at these. Well, it's actually a good thing that you're here because I looked at the ingredients and all of them may contain peanuts. So,
oh, what a bummer.
Yeah, I can only eat the eggies.
Oh,
yeah,
the
you know,
off-brand.
yeah, so those are the other ones. So I have to live vicariously through you. Okay, do you want me to tell you what each of them are?
Should I want that?
I don't know. Okay, you pick one then.
This one's closest to me.
Okay, so that one definitely gooshed a little bit.
I mean, that's chocolate and puff pastry.
And delicious?
Yeah.
All right. It was one of the Lindt chocolate eggs.
Oh, okay. How about a mini egg?
Yeah.
So this guy?
Yeah, so I did one that was just like a single. I was just like, what happens? And then I did, the other one is double. There's 2 in there.
Okay.
I didn't know if that would be like better or not.
Okay, so popcorn.
I'm really curious. I'm like staring, I'm like, is it good? Christopher says no. Faye says no.
Not as good as the first one.
Okay.
I don't get any of the candy flavor of the outside.
It probably,
and it's just not as chocolatey.
Which one next?
You tell me.
We'll do that one now.
All right.
I'm sure you can already guess what that is. Come on.
Open.
Okay, now you have to take a bite of it though. It has to be a bite because I need to see what it looks like inside. Look at that. It's so gooey. Oh my gosh, that must have been like a sugar overload though. Was it good?
A lot of sugar. It's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like I've done this before. Have I done this before and then also realized that it had peanuts and I couldn't have it? I feel like I'm reliving, but I don't know. I have not had one of those in so long. Okay, so now which one's the best so far?
The cream egg by far.
The cream egg is the best. Okay, all right. Now this one.
What's this?
Well, I guess now I'm gonna tell you. It's the it was the bunny.
Oh, okay.
because it's more chocolate, obviously. But obviously you can't tell that it is a bunny though.
Yeah. Of the straight up chocolate ones, that's the best one. It's the best ratio, but the cream egg is by far the best.
Would you recommend it over just having like a straight up cream egg?
Yeah, I would. It's actually
makes it better.
Enough better. And I say that knowing probably how much work went into it.
Yeah, so much work.
Yeah, I mean, you have to thaw the pastry dough and cut it to the right size and wrap it and whatever.
You know.
I'm not saying it was all day, but I know it wasn't nothing. Like
all right.
It was tasty.
Well, thank you for sharing that information. Now you all know which one is worth making and which one is not.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments if you have tried any of these recipes, or tag me in any future recipes that you think that we should try out together on TikTok or on Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up too if you want to see more air fryer recipes. That always helps me to know what kind of videos you guys like to watch, and we'll just keep continuing this as a series. Make sure you check out these videos on the side and subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Saturday, every single one except at Christmas time, but you know, that just makes sense. That's vacation. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys all in the next one.